Hello guys, it's Kodiax and welcome to my live. Today it's 15th attempt, or rather episode of trying to code the snake game from scratch. And yeah, today we've got a lot of things to do. So without further ado, with further ado, let's open up the editor. What we have on agenda today is we want to create get back to the menu button and restart game button. These two buttons when we finish the game. What we want to do as well is we want to improve the UI because the UI looks absolutely terrifying. And let me make you see. No, not like this, but rather this. Okay, that works well. Someone's calling me. Sorry, guys. Yeah, that was weird, man. Just received a random call, a random call in the middle of my live stream. Didn't expect that. So let's put myself a like because no one else will put it. And let's try to create this battle. So last time I remember I tried to analyze the way the communication between components happens, and I saw that we should define. I can define an interface which takes variables of type like a signature to like a function signature. It's really all complicated and weird. And then it takes this interface as well as the methods in a prop. Yeah, man, that looks so random, so unstructured and random. I don't even know what to say. So this is a variable. No, it's interface. It's a function to implement, I guess. No, it's a property to implement. So we take two properties inside. We take an object with all of these properties of type, and that object is of type game over props. Okay? And then we use these properties as a regular function inside. I guess we can access it directly from the object. And we do. As for the parent component, it passes the function on back to menu. Well, that's an interesting. We define a component, a property name. So we pass a property here without any definitions. except for the value of the property, which is an object that takes a lambda function. And a lambda function is an object itself. No, it's a function that it's a function wrapper of set playing is false. Yeah, man, and this looks extremely complicated. I'm not sure why we need these wrappers. Maybe because this is a reference. And without this wouldn't be a reference, but a function call. Maybe this is the case. Anyways, we can define a property here directly inside the component, and then we pass the value as we pass an object with a property as we defined, which is a lambda function. Yeah, sounds really complicated. And now we can catch this here with the help of interface and passing it inside the function as an argument as a object called props of type game over props, or to be precise, of the type of the interface we defined here. And we can call them. What I don't understand yet is why do we like how do these functions help us to achieve our goal? Like how do these exact functions help us to how does this function let's take this one for example, how does this one function help us to get back to the menu if if it's if it's not specified anywhere? Of course we set a hook that the user is not playing, right? So what it does, it just says it's not playing. Oh, but when it's not playing, we get back to start menu, right? Because we are using a hook, a conditional render with a hook, and hook is a dynamic variable, right? So the hook is not being captured but rendered directly. So this makes sense. I understand now. Back to your menu, and let's try to understand play again and play again. I don't see play again being defined anywhere. Maybe here. No. It's still play again is defined here. So play again should set game over to false, right? And it resets the game state, stuff like this. Yeah, that looks logical. So let's try to implement it ourselves now. Let's undo all the changes and undo here and here. And let's try to define everything ourselves. So first, let's focus on implementing getting back to menu. And we will do this back to menu. This is a property which we should pass as a lambda function that is blank false. I guess this is okay to write. This is not assignable to intrinsic attributes. I guess this is because we didn't define that we accept this one. So let's try to on back to menu, and it will be back to menu interface, back to menu. Then we define it like as follows: we want on back to menu, which is a lambda function that returns void. And how is it like this? I'm not actually sure. Maybe like this, or maybe it takes an array, but it should be of type. Wait, should be of a type like this, I guess. Or actually, I forgot how it went. Maybe it went void like this. Is it okay? It's not assignable. On back to menu is missing in type, but required. What do I mean? Game over. Did I just define it on? Wait. I need to understand how to. But I wanted to. Yeah, I wanted to pass it recursively to game over component, right? So I should. I defined it. I should define it here somewhere. Snake game. And it should be on back to menu of type back to menu like this, and back to menu. I'm not sure if I should define it twice or whether I should just import it. Anyways, let's do this. That may be not the best game design, but let's still something. Let's do it like this. And this is missing. So we will pass on back to menu, and it's an object that takes, well, you won't believe it, it takes the same stuff we received from app component. So on back to menu, should it be a just passed like this, or whether, or should it be passed as another lambda function? I guess it shouldn't, because it's already what? Haha, we had redundant code. So I think it doesn't need to be passed like this, because it's already defined as a type of void to void. Yeah. So this should work. Let's try to test it. Run the squares. What do you mean? Don't understand it, man. What do you mean? Run the squares, create board. What? Oh, that's because I deleted the function. Man, I'm stupid. Let's reload it. It's what? Still doesn't work. What happened? What happened? Maybe that's oh because I forgot these parentheses. I feel like an idiot now. Let's do this. Let's reload. What do I mean, man? What should this mean? And the squares. Maybe I should use JavaScript here. Like this. Oh, it helped. Cool. But, hello? What's wrong with my board? Not sure what's wrong. But let's try to make game over. Anyways, we'll fix the layout later. Okay, I know you lost. Yeah. And let's try get back to menu. And we don't get back to menu. Play again. Oh, that because we actually we never passed a function here. I think we don't need it, to be honest. This one. We can erase this and we can do like this. And click on back to menu. Okay, play again. Yeah, that works. Cool. We have black, black. Back to menu. And our next task has to is to create play again button. That's what we will do now. Back to menu. And let's try to play again, and we should define it as well. Play again. It'll be of the same type, right? And it's now we should remove this, and it's missing here. Play again equals play again. It's missing. We can see it's missing. So let's make sure it's not missing. Well, we can do this by defining it. And we should probably also define, but we did it already. Okay, so the way it should work, it should reset the game over again. Yeah, so let's define it. We can define it elsewhere outside of this function. So function play again. Or maybe we should actually not. Because, well, we defined these states as internal. That means we should define the function as internal as well. Okay. Or should we do that? Do this then? Let's try to define it. Maybe just before actually rendering it. So function play again. Let's try. Let's say set game is over. Game over. False. Let's generate third. Set third. Generate random square and square type third. Let's do the same for the snake. Set snake what? Oh, that's because it should be an array, right? So yeah, it'll be an array. But now we can set last direction, right. What's wrong? Yeah, I meant this. And let's do next direction to be also right. This, I suppose this should mean it will work now. Let's test it out. If it does work, we need to only work on the UI. Let's play again. And we do play again. Cool, guys. Okay, what we want to do now is we want to set an option to choose the speed of the game. And do we? Maybe not actually. Actually, maybe not. Maybe what we want to do. Or, yeah, we do want to do this. Okay, let's do this actually. So I will create it just before. So if game over, we create a board, but we should have some other functionality before we create a board, right? So we will probably have a div. Now we'll have like this, and we'll have header, not header, but let's say section header. No, div class header, like this. Okay, guys, we have 5-minute relax time. See you in 5 minutes. Hello guys, I'm back. Let's try to understand what's happening. No? Okay. Everything is set up correctly. Let's get back. Let's try to implement the button where we can increase or decrease the speed. So you'll have it like this. We will have a section header, or we will section header. And let's try to um, let's try to come up with something easy. Let's use H3 and we can write, well, what? Can you let's maybe grow, eat, and grow longer. I'm I am the snake. I eat and grow longer. That looks like a nice, like a nice title. Let's take. I want that snake image, emotion. Fuck, not emotion, but an emoji icon. Or I don't remember where I put it. Maybe here. Snake, snake game, blah 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 blah. But I didn't see the snake icon. I want to see the snake icon. Maybe here. Background image. No, it's only background image. Maybe here. No, not here. It's probably in a menu. Start menu. Start menu DSX. And this. Cool. Get back to our app. Get back to what the problem is. Because it's possibly here the component we need. I am I am the snake. Well, I'm snake. I eat and grow longer. Cool. Or maybe we can move it into description, you know? Let's do just that. Span class. No, I don't think we need any classes here. I think we are all right. And that will be section header. And on top, I guess, do we want to have, or no, I think we actually want to have this on the bottom. Yeah, let's have it on the bottom. Let's tabulate it. And by the way, this one we don't need. Okay. This one we tabulate back. Cool. But JSX expressions, Must have one parent element. I'm not sure what you men are talking about. What parent element? What is parent element? All JSX expressions. Wow. You mean this one? I'm not sure what you mean. Fix using Copilot. Let's see. JSX expressions must have one parent element. What was that? Did you see that? What's this even? I guess this is a parent element. All JSX expressions. Oh, I understand it. Okay. I understand it now. That's because what we did was actually we created a lot of siblings components, and JSX expects only one element to be rendered because it's like conditional render of one element or another one. Okay. Hmm. Get a sip of tea. Hmm. Wait a second, guys. I should take. I want to take a quick pause. Hello guys, I'm back here. Mm, And let's make the last piece of information, which is class name, section info. Let's do it like this. We have section info and we want to do something here. What can we do? We want to have a button which increases the speed and the button which decreases the speed. I see it like this. And we want our speed to be displayed. Alternatively, we can also have an input. But I wonder what's more effective. Possibly input, to be honest. Yeah, I think input is far more effective. Section info, and let's create a div, info item, class name, info item, and that's gonna be the speed of the snake. So here we'll have something displaying the speed. How do I see this? Well, I can have a flex box here on place of section item. But I wonder how to use it properly. First of all, we can style info item, and then we want to have an input which is of type. Well, let's do it like this. I didn't know input was self-closing tag. Let's do it type. It should be number, type number, and I think the value should be value should be tied to some reactive variable. And here we want a span element showing its span. Here we want to have seconds, milliseconds, cast like this, and we want to bind the value to some reactive variable. Well, we can create. How do I bind the speed to the reactive variable? And we on change. No, on change. Change. On change. False. So normally I should have a relaxed time, but I think I'll still do these setups. I just killed the fly. Fucking annoying fly. Well, let's get back to info item. Yeah, what am I doing? Well, let's see. Let's see what we can do. Also, I'm not sure how to turn off these annoying pop-ups here. Game speed. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay. I think I understand now. Game speed. That's game speed. What? Man, I'm talking such a bullshit, bro. Why am I shouting this out loud? Let's yeah, let's accept this change. Let's change it to this hook. Game over, game speed. Yeah, that looks logical. Set speed to default. No. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah. And we want to pass a value, a reactive variable of game speed, and on change pass a prop because for some reason it doesn't take normal functions, it takes props with lambda functions, which are references, probably. Let's undo this. And you see, it's a self-closing tag. I thought it wasn't self-closing tag. No, I was thinking that was a self-closing tag, but I thought like because of this, you see this red value highlighted, I thought that wasn't actually true. But it turns out it is true. Man, they just I just got deceived. Let's go. Let's revert the changes. Let's pass set game speed to event. No, bro, I actually don't know. Value game game fuck games game speed, yeah, and on change we pass a prop. No, it's not a prop, it's JavaScript. It's JavaScript. That's an interesting way to do this. Set game speed to event event target value like this. What? I don't understand. Please fix this. I, man, it's like it was fixed 5 seconds ago, and I reverted the changes, and now I'm not sure what to do again. Oh crap, dude! Do you see how large that is? Do you see this function? It's a callback. This like I thought that was supposed to be a one-liner, and it's like, bro, it's like one, two, three, four, five lines of code just for one property. So target is even target with casted or otherwise. If the cast is not successful, we take null as a variable, and we like try to first evaluate what a smart design that is. You see, we first try to evaluate target. If it's not null, then we proceed with accessing this its value property. Because if we did it before, we we would fail. We would have failed because I mean this one this one thing makes sure the target isn't null. What a smart way to check this. And then it sets game speed to the numbered value of target and value. Oh crap, man, that is smartest move. Let me try to do it myself. And yeah, it started like this, I remember. And then it went like this. Then we take any event and we pass. Well, we pass another function. We pass another function inside. Tabulate. Tabulate. How do we do this? How do we make this happen? Aww. We have this property, and I remember it was target equals target as HTML input element, otherwise null, event const target as yeah, man, this one line is fucking hilarious. If target and target value, then we want to change the value. Then we want set game speed to target value. Yeah, but what's because that's end target. Let's try to make a number of that. Yeah, I think we did it right. And then we have milliseconds. So this should work cool. Like the design would still be horrible, but let's see if we can. Mm. Yeah, that looks that looks pretty nice. And now we should style it. Let's do a bit of styling. But first, we probably want to make the grid responsive in a way that we want to be able to change its value. Or maybe not. Maybe not now. Yeah, let's just make it look decent. So we'll probably start from Snake Game CSS, and we see this is not a great layout so far, but we'll make it better. What can we do? Well, let's make it div game wrapper, and let's make div not div class name equals game wrapper, and here we will have an ending of div tag. That works well. Next, next. Hmm. But why did we need that? I don't think we needed that actually. Let's let's close these multiple useless uh, files, and let's try that some good padding and stuff like this. So we will go to Snake Game, and let's try to grab section header. Let's make section header, and let's try to make some good UI by well display. Do we need flags? I don't think we do. Do we need flags? No, rather not. Rather not. But we want to have padding. Padding, let's say 0.5 RAM. Let's try to see how it works. It does work correctly. I am snake, I eat and grow longer. And well, after some thought, I think we should make it a flags, display flags, flags direction, column, and justify. Now, align items, center. I'm snake, I grow longer, yeah. And I want to make margin bottom, far from, looks better. Then I want section info, let's grab it. Let's do it like this. Let's make well, and let's probably edit board. We want board padding 0.5 RAM, possibly 0 as well. We have stuff like this. Or maybe we want margin instead. Margin, and let's do, what if we did it like this? Looks way better. Intersection info. Let's try to make padding half RAM 0, or maybe just 0.5 RAM. Then we want to make background ground. No, I think we want to edit the border. Border 1 pixel solid. And let's choose some random color. Let's let's do it like this. It's black, but let's apply some like grayish. Let's see. Yeah, it has it. And we also want to have display flex direction, and display flex direction row, and make it, I guess we want to make it want to set some gap. Let's make this gap. I don't see the gap being applied. Why is this? Because we have input item, section info, and info item. Yeah, that actually meant to be for section item. Let's do it like this. Let's go to section item. Let's apply this styling. And this should be display flex direction, column, gap, half RAM. Doesn't work. Info item. Info item. Okay, now it's better. What I also didn't like is how this looks like. But I'm not sure why. I didn't even like my UI from the beginning. I like have some basic functionality, but it doesn't quite help. Pew 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 pew. Yeah, let's not play this this ridiculously simplistic game. Pim pim. Okay. Yeah, guys, I want to build the better UI, and I'm not sure how to. Well, maybe we should use some. I'm not even sure what to start with. I guess, what is the best thing we could do starting now? I'm not sure about this background image. Mm, yeah, this UI looks horrible, man, but I'm not even sure what to start with. Let's look. Let's ask our co-pilot, but not to help us much. I want to make I think my UI is horrible, but I don't know how to improve it. Oh crap, it starts to propose changes. Okay, so let's look what it changed. And let's not accept any changes and try to implement all of them ourselves. Well, what it did, it oh crap, it really made a lot of changes. Oh fuck, dude. I just wrote one prompt and it starts to go crazy. Now it changed all the stuff. Oh fuck. It goes crazy now. So let's see. I used one I used the border of each square. Now it made the border bigger and it made a background color different. I don't see it changing things much. Let's. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Now stop! 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 And also, I've got this stupid bag. I'm not sure you guys see this bag. No, you guys don't see this bag. That's just my bag. What's this? Game settings. Eat and glow. Grow longer. And it has. It even has dashboard. Oh crap, dude. How intelligent is this stuff? Let's see. This we accept. This padding one. God, I don't want to accept like all of the changes just yet. I want to I want to apply them one by one. Well, let's remove this for the time being because I don't like media design just yet. So let's see what it what's no, let's just go one by one because I feel overwhelmed with the tremendous amount of styling that happened in just a few seconds. We had padding one, so it increased the padding. It significantly increased the border radius. It added it box shadow and it added it margin. Let's accept this. And I don't understand what's this even. You see this button? What should that be? And so let's so it made the square foot different. It made the empty square look different, which is here. It started to be white. Let's accept this because I understand what that does. But how should I have known that I should make an empty square to be white and not black? What a racism. Now we have square, and square also has border radius and transition all ease. I'm not sure what transition should be applied to. I'm not sure what that is even. I'll reverse this. I'll accept this one. I'll accept this one because since I don't understand what that was, let's see for the square foot. It was red and it started to be it started to be some like fucking insane stuff. You see this animation property pulls 1.5 seconds infinite. Oh shit, dude. That looks quite nice, but until I need a gradient from this and oh shit, man. Huh. These gradients look cool as fuck. It also has some border. But let's not accept this. I know this is cool, but let's just leave it be right now because I wouldn't do this myself. I want to do it myself. And it changed it. Here it changed the margin bottom to 1 rem, padding to 1.5 rem. Why? Why this specifically? Background to linear gradient. I'm not sure what 0% refers to. Shorthand property. I don't understand this. Section header span. Font size 1 rem, opacity, and font weight. Good. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. We'll be continuing on trying to move forward with our UI improvement in Snake. We already created the main backend functionality, and the one thing left to do is to improve the UI. We'll do it soon, so make sure you check out the next episode, which will be possibly tomorrow, possibly not. I'm not sure just yet. But make sure you check out tomorrow to know whether we made any progress or not. See you. Thanks you for watching and